When you both are zany face red heart. Jenna and Marcus were not your average couple. From the very beginning, their relationship was filled with laughter, inside jokes, spontaneous dance battles, and ridiculously funny dares that no one else could understand. They didn't do anything by the book, and that's exactly what made them perfect for each other. They met at a friend's game night, where they were both strangers in a room full of loud laughter and pizza boxes. The moment Jenna dared Marcus to sing Baby Shark in opera style in front of everyone, something clicked. He didn't hesitate. He stood on a chair, grabbed a spatula as a mic, and belted it out like he was on stage at the Met. Everyone laughed, but Jenna saw something else. Courage, humor, and a kind of bold energy that mirrored her own. That was the beginning. Over the months, their bond only grew stronger, and weirder in the best ways. They had this thing where they'd send each other the most unflattering selfies, trying to one-up the other with double chins, crossed eyes, and goofy filters. It wasn't about looking cute, it was about being real. Their messages were filled with voice notes of fake accents, dramatic readings of grocery lists, and meme wars that went on for days. One time, Marcus showed up at Jenna's office during her lunch break, dressed in a dinosaur costume just to give her a hug and drop off tacos. She didn't even flinch. She just put on the matching tail he brought for her and they walked down the street like it was the most normal thing in the world. People stared, laughed, took videos. But to them, it was just Tuesday. Their love was playful, raw, and totally uninhibited. They didn't need grand romantic gestures or fancy dinners. They were just as happy building a blanket fort in the living room and watching 90s cartoons with popcorn as they were going out to a nice restaurant. They found magic in the mundane. And when things weren't perfect, which they never are, they still held on to each other. Jenna had a habit of shutting down when stressed, especially during her busy design projects. Marcus, instead of pushing her to talk, would just show up with cookies and a playlist of ridiculous sound effects. She'd roll her eyes, but eventually, her smile would return. Marcus had his moments too. He dealt with anxiety that sometimes made him feel like the world was closing in. But Jenna never judged him. Instead, she'd grab his hand, pull him outside, and say, "Let's go be weird and walk backward in the park." Somehow, that always helped. One night, lying on the rooftop of their apartment under a sky full of stars, Jenna turned to him and said, "I love that we're both insane." He laughed and replied, "It's the only way I know how to love." They weren't perfect. They forgot anniversaries, burned dinners, fought over who left the toothpaste cap off. But they were perfect for each other in the way they laughed through chaos and danced through silence. When you both are zany face red heart, that's when you know. Love doesn't always look like a fairy tale. Sometimes, it looks like two grown adults in matching pajamas, having a cereal eating contest at 2 a.m., because why not? That's what Jenna and Marcus had. A love so silly, so real, so full of joy, that it made everyone around them believe that maybe the best kind of love is the kind that makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. And in the end, that's all they ever wanted, to grow old together, laughing at everything and nothing, being weird and wonderful, forever.